Hey guys, it's Sharika and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I would love to have you. So today we are doing some giant king crabs here, and I have my mayo and mustard dip. For today's drink, I'm just doing a cute little flight of cocktails. So I don't have any names for these. Hopefully you guys can see the smoke. Probably not because of my lights, but we're gonna start off with this one. Can y'all see that? My lights are so bright. So yeah, that's the first one that we're gonna go with today. So let me say my grace. Amen. Hey y'all, happy Friday. All right, so we're gonna take this one down. So we do have a story time today, and I will also be announcing. Ooh, that is so good. Oh, that's real good. I will also be announcing today's winner for the $100. So we're gonna get right into it. Take my little first bite. Okay. So today's story time is from a new show. A lot of you guys suggested this show. It is called Fear Thy Roommate. It's on Discovery Plus. So we actually had to sign up. I think it's like $6.99 a month. So they have a lot on there, girl. So story time's lit, okay? So it was this girl named Carisha and a girl named JT. Okay. So Carisha they were both college students. Carisha was going to college on a scholarship to play basketball. JT oh JT was going to college to be an attorney. So they were put into an apartment together, but Carisha got there first. So when JT showed up with her mom and all her stuff, of course Carisha, you know, introduced herself, and she said, I got the larger room. I hope you don't mind. I have a lot of stuff. So JT was like, it's cool. She was just happy to have her own place and be away from home. So, you know, the first night, they kicked it, they talked, they laughed, whatever. Everything was cool for about a good week, okay? So one day, Carisha comes home, and JT's sitting at the table in the kitchen. She having breakfast. She got the butter, the jelly, everything up there on the table. So Carisha was like, what are you doing? So JT was like, I'm having breakfast. So she was like, that's my butter. So JT was like, okay, well, I'll buy you some more butter. So Carisha was like, don't let it happen again. And you keep buying all these little water bottles. Like, how many ounces this is? 8 ounce. I don't play like that. I don't play like that. So JT was like, it's not a big deal. Like, I'll go buy some more butter, water bottles, whatever you need. I'll go buy it. It's not a big deal. So JT left. She went to the store. She got more bigger water bottles. And she got some more butter. And she got the good kind too, the carrot gold. That's the kind I like to use, girl. So girl, she gets back to the apartment. She opened the refrigerator to put the stuff in the refrigerator. Carisha had put name tags on everything. All her food on one side had her name on it, Carisha. And JT name on one side had JT. It was just a few things, girl. She ain't had that many groceries in there. So she looking like, okay, really? Like, this is what we own? So Carisha come walking up behind her and she was like, I thought you could use the left side of the refrigerator, and smirked at her and walked off. So JT was like, okay, this girl is really tripping. So ever since that day, they just did not get along at all. It would be nights where JT come home from school, Carisha having a party, she got all her friends over there, they laughing, music playing, bumping and grinding, all kind of stuff. And she's like, I gotta study. Like, you know, you didn't tell me that you was having a party. Your friends need to leave. Okay, she had Santana them over there, everybody. So she like, you know, when you was gonna tell me? Because this is my apartment too. So they would always get into it. So after a while, JT just got kind of lazy. Like, she would cook spaghetti, and y'all know y'all cook spaghetti and y'all don't really know what y'all doing, and y'all had the heat on too high, so the sauce is like bubbling up and popping all over the stove. You know, the ones that don't really know what they're doing. Girl, JT had spaghetti sauce all over the stove. Some of it got on the floor, the counter, and she would just leave it. She would leave her spaghetti bowl like on the table. Sometimes it'll have spaghetti in it, just a mess. So, you know, Carisha, she didn't like that because she was like a real clean girl. She didn't like dirt, she didn't like mess, so they would get into it all the time about that. So, you know, Carisha would be like, I'm not your maid, like, you need to come pick up this stuff, like, I'm tired of it. They would go back and forth, back and forth. When JT have her friends come over there, they can't use silverware, they can't use her cups, everything was labeled. So, and JT was like, don't use none of her stuff, don't drink her juice, don't do nothing, because I don't want to hear her mouth. So one thing that really got to JT was Carisha had a boyfriend. So one night, JT had just got out of the shower. She goes in the kitchen to grab her a quick midnight snack. She turned around. It's some dark, handsome, tall dude standing in the kitchen. So she go to screaming. She don't know what's going on. She don't know if somebody done broken out. What's going on? She go to screaming. Carisha runs out and she said that's just her old man. So she was like, I don't want to be living here with no strange dude. Like, you didn't tell me you was having company. So that was the whole thing. Girl, JT went in her room and she had to light up a J. She had to get her mind together. So of course that started a whole nother fight. Carisha go banging on the door. She was like, I know you ain't doing what I think you in there doing. She was like, I can lose my scholarship. I'm not supposed to be around people smoking weed. Like, I'm not about to risk my career for you. You need to get out of here. Get out of here. Stop smoking in the room. They just get into an argument. JT, like, it's not a big deal. Go back in there with your boyfriend. It's not a big deal. So she called her mom. JT called her mom and was telling her, you know, it's some strange man living in the apartment, saying that he was there every night. She don't feel safe, saying he saw her naked and all kind of stuff like that. So the mom said, okay, I'm gonna call the apartment complex and get this taken care of. So she called the people, and they were supposed to schedule a meeting, but with Carisha's schooling and stuff, the meeting never happened. So girl, now her boyfriend is there every night, okay? I thought he stayed there, okay? So that was a big issue. So at this point, they can't stand each other. They can't stand to look at each other. They don't want to be around each other. They walking past each other, bumping each other. Sometimes JT would bump the boyfriend. And he tried to make peace with her, like, you know, I know y'all not getting along, but let's just kind of chill out a little bit, because they would get into it so much. And most of the time it was about him because he was always there. Girl, I'm drinking on this strawberry thing now. Oh, this one good. This one real good. Look how cute it is. So girl, so one night JT said, okay, I'm gonna just spend the night with one of my homegirls. I'm gonna just spend the night at her house, because they did try to find separate apartments, and you know, it was like one of those college apartments, and they were all full. So they were stuck with each other basically. So JT friend had her own apartment with another roommate, and all of them were cool. So she said, okay, well, I'm gonna just spend the night at y'all house tonight. So the girl was like, you know, cool, whatever, let's go over there, get some clothes, and you know, we can hang out all night, whatever we want to do. So they go back to Carisha and JT house. So while JT walking in the house, she was just saying, like, you know, hello, hello, to see if anybody was there, because it was dark. So nobody said anything, so she figured Carisha was out with her boyfriend doing her thing. So while they was in the room getting the clothes, JT was like, well, we can just chill, because she's not here. She'll probably be gone for a good little minute with her and her boyfriend. So they decide they gonna fire up some of that Mary Jane. So they in the room, puff, puff, pass. But she thought Carisha was gone. Carisha was in the room. Carisha come banging on the door. Boom, 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 boom. So JT opened the door, and she was like, I can't believe you in here doing this and this and that. They just getting into it. She telling her friend, she telling JT friend, like, and you too, both of y'all can get out, and just, you know, just going back and forth. So JT was like, well, I'm getting ready to leave anyway, but I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna finish this J. So Carisha was like, okay, I got something for you. I got something for you. Carisha calls the police. When the police get there, they knock on the door. JT and her friend throw the joint. And Carisha behind the cop like, arrest them, take them to jail. I can lose my scholarship, take them to jail. They keep smoking weed in here, take them to jail. I'm not supposed to be around nobody that's smoking weed. Take them to jail, take them to jail. So the cop, he was like, pipe down, right, to Carisha. And he telling Carisha, go in the room, I can handle this. So he was a cool cop or whatever. He was just basically trying to give them some advice, just telling them, you know, y'all don't need to do this. Y'all in college. Like, make sure y'all doing the right thing. Yada, yada, yada. Right? and then he leaves. He was just like, you know, I can't get no more calls like this, or, you know, we're gonna have to arrest y'all. So once the police leave, OJT is heated. Okay? So she goes bamming on Carisha's door. Oh, you called the cops? Oh, you a snitch? You a snitch? So Carisha ain't no punk. So she opened the door and she pushes JT. Now, JT friend backs up and close the room door, because remember, whenever Carisha was at JT door and yet they was in the argument, Carisha was telling the friend, you too, if you want some, come, you know what I'm saying, I'll give it to you too. So she was scared, so she went in the room. She reminded me so much of Ebony from Players Club, because I'm just like, girl, why you ain't break the fight up? So girl, they go to fighting. The friend hear it all. She could hear everything that's going on, just hear the screaming, everything being knocked down. They was like in a real fist fight. And then after a while, it went quiet. So the friend came out and JT was standing in the hallway. Her face was a little bloody. And she said, everything fine, you need to leave. So the friend left. Well, Carisha's boyfriend was calling her phone. JT was sending the boyfriend messages saying, don't come, I'm in the shower. So the boyfriend looking at the phone like, what? Like, that's the time I always come. I'm about to get in the shower with you. Like, I'm coming over there. So the boyfriend gets there. Of course he had a key because he was there every day. He pushes JT out the way, goes into the room. Girl, Carisha is on the floor bleeding because JT, it was a knife in Carisha's room, like when she eat her fruit and stuff like that, and it fell on the floor. So while they was fighting, I guess Carisha was getting the best of JT, and she reached out and grabbed the knife and stabbed her. So Carisha's boyfriend ended up calling the police. JT ran, but the police caught up with her in the parking lot. So, of course, she got arrested. And once they asked her, you know, what happened, she was saying that everything was self-defense. Which she probably could have got away with it because Carisha was tall, you know, she played basketball. She was taller than her. She was bigger than her. And I guess she really was, you know, getting the best of her. But because she hid the murder weapon, she hid the knife, she was sending fake text messages, and she was trying to clean up, and she ran from the scene, they still arrested her, and she got life. Yep. She sure did, girl. That was crazy. I actually watched 2 different episodes last night. So if y'all have Discovery Plus, y'all need to check that show out. I don't have a link to it because we watched it on TV, but I did try to look it up on YouTube, and they just have like a few seconds, like some of them like 20 seconds long, like they just show little clips. So it's a crazy. The one we watched last night was crazy. But let me go ahead and announce the winner for the $100. Y'all ready? And this will not be the last time that I do this, by the way. So just make sure that y'all check in so y'all can know the next one, which will be done on my vlog channel. I think I'm gonna maybe give away like a designer wallet or something like that. We'll see. something real cute. But the winner is, let me see, make sure I get her name right. I'm coming, y'all. Okay, the winner is Dianna Rodriguez. Yay! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. I appreciate everybody that supports me and supports the channel. I can only pick one winner this go round. So DM me, Dianna, on Instagram and we'll cash app you your $100 today. Cause I know she watching, honey. I know she watching. Okay guys, so I hope you're done eating. If you're eating with me, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at I am Sharika B, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye y'all.